You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down, Wilson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts. in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play. It keeps the entire offense rested up.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
You got to punt, Brody. You ain't past the 50. You can go for it in the 4th.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Cook again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during his...
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They bought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Play fake. Mariota. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9.
Mariota. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing it in.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to work. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They go play action. Mariota. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one second field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 65 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Wilson will try and run it. They pitch it out to Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shot.
I'm ready, bro.
Down.
It's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the try here for the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Byron Jones getting to him from the secondary.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, that should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him, find him.
The kick by Sanders is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where you talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
But he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game, passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to try and go deep again. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go play action with Wilson. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. 30. 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Able to connect with Chark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And it goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Cook up the gut, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
So for the Lions, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home day next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, They drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Let's go. Seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming